Hello. When I first read the theme of this talk, my mind automatically shifted to the UAE's vision of 2020. I thought about the expo, the development, the innovation. But the more I thought about it, the more I started to wonder what my personal vision of 2020 was and where I wanted to be. I am currently a junior in high school, making 2020 the year I finally graduate. Now, I don't want to sound like a cheesy teenager, but I'm very excited to graduate. Not only is it the start of a new chapter, but it's a very cool number, 2020. I often have these whimsical thoughts where I imagine myself a year from now in a purple gown with the Sheikh handing me my diploma. After that, I run off to university that has a high ranking and study the major I've always dreamt about. A while ago, I attended this talk that was meant to help us choose our destiny. And the speaker of this talk was a man with a great story behind his success and a more outstanding amount of skills. Now, the more he spoke, however, the more I started to realize that he made success seem like it meant fame, wealth, that it meant fame and wealth and many other stereotypes that our society has embedded into the idea of success. He later gave us around 5 minutes of time to kind of think about what he had told us in order for us to know what we wanted to do and for us to think of our goals. In these 5 minutes, my friend came up to me and asked me, would you rather be successful to yourself and your family by making them proud, or would you rather be successful to the world by being famous and rich? That is when I realized I wasn't the only one that realized this prevalent problem and flaw that we saw in success. I sat back down, but throughout the rest of his talk, my friend was brought down by the idea that he was portraying that seemed as success. And so I made it my goal that by the end of the day, I was going to make my friend regain the slightest bit of hope in society. And so, quite ironically, not even 5 minutes later, the man decides to ask us, what are your goals? Where do you want to be in the future? All these people started getting up and talking about their goals and dreams and hopes, but I couldn't help but realize that every single one of them found success as that stereotypical societal success. People got up and said that they wanted to be rich NBA players. People got up and said they wanted to be well-known scientists. And although their dreams and hopes could be true and could come true, these hopes brought down many other students, many other people that felt that they couldn't amount to that. And so I got up and I said that my goal is to give back to society by changing the meaning of success. Okay. I looked my friend in the eye, and I couldn't help but see her smile. She smiled as though she had gained all the hope she had lost in society. She smiled, and she smiled to the claps of our peers, the claps of people that saw that flaw, the claps of other students that felt as though they did have a successful future and that they could amount to what they dream of. We have a lot weighing on our already heavy shoulders, but it is our job, and it is our job to be successful. Be successful as in have the determination to reach your goals. Be successful as in have the drive to do what you dream of. And finally, be successful as in change the prevalent definition that our society sees success. I often see my friends, my senior friends, walk around school and be very confident in their future outlooks on life. They were confident in where they wanted to be and what university they went to. And being very close to them, I often didn't feel as though I was a junior. And so, in trying to understand how it really felt to be a junior in high school, I whipped up a survey for students in my grade to really understand their fears. And I have a question for all of you here. I want you all to imagine yourselves as juniors in high school. And with a show of hands, raise your hands if any of the questions I'm gonna say now apply to you. Are you afraid of making the wrong choice for your major? Are you afraid of not getting accepted into the university of your dreams? And finally, are you afraid that you have chosen the wrong path? These are all fears that all of us experience, and this isn't very different from what I saw when I came to analyze the answers. I saw a group of students with amazing potential that were put down by the idea that they couldn't amount to success. They were put down by that idea to a point where they made their fears their reality. And so it is our place here to be successful to ourselves and make our dreams our reality. Thank you.